Hail and match adventures, welcome to the world of Baldurs Gate 3. It's me, the Spud King, and I welcome you to my new Bard build. Today we will be making College of Swords Bard. So that's a very cool class, very cool subclass, as supportive as could be offensive. So, for race of choice today I picked half-elf, but that's more like stylistic approach. You can pick any race, it will work for Bard. But today we will be making builds mostly with double crossbows, so half-orc is not a great choice because half-orc is good when you're playing with melee weapons, and we will be playing with long-range weapons. Subrace would have elf to get additional movement speed, so pretty reliable choice. Our class is Bard, of course, and cantrips of choice for first level is Vicious Mockery and Minor Illusion, so our damaging cantrip and our utility cantrip. Next up we get large variety of spells, but we can pick only 4, so we need to pick smart, and we will pick Long Strider to give us even more movement speed, in addition to our half-elf Fairy Fire to get advantage on attack rolls against targets, and Sleep to have some disable in early game. Another cool spell is Healing Word. It gives you ability to hit your teammates or yourself and uses only bonus actions. That's like great future. So you can use your action to cast your spells, to use your attack, and with bonus action heal your teammates if needed. Starting instrument, it's just stylistic approach, pick whatever you like. Background. We will be picking today this criminal background to get deception and stealth skill advantages. That's very cool stuff. In 3 proficiency, and I recommend to go with skills that you will have at least some bonus. So we got high charisma while playing Bard, so we get in performance and persuasion, and sleight of hand even more, so we can be like sneaky chief Bard. Okay, our ability points distribution. We don't need strength, so we're picking dexterity to maximum to 16, charisma to 16 too. It's our main attributes, dexterity for dealing damage, charisma for dealing damage with our magic, and we're getting at least some intelligence and wisdom just for saving throws, and constitution to get some health points and to keep our concentration going. Just like that, we're ready to go into the game. And as always, first of all, we're leveling up to level 3. So at level 2, Bard gets this jack of all trades, and when you're not proficient in some skills, you get this proficiency bonus, at least half of your proficiency. That's nice addition, and just like that, we kinda proficient in every skill right now. So Song of Rest is nice song to just heal the whole party after the fight and restore spell slots for warlocks, key energy for monks, and other stuff that restores on short rest. Most importantly, we get in additional spells, so we can pick one more. And cool one, very strong one, is Dissonant Whispers. Very cool spell. It's doing 3d6 damage and can frighten creature for 2 turns. Very cool stuff. Just like that, we continue to level 3. And of course, we're picking our subclass. So today we're making College of Swords build. As Bard, you get proficiency in 2 additional skills, and I recommend to get more sleight of hand and more stealth, so now you can be really sneaky dude with the crossbows. And we get 1 spell from level 2. Most importantly, when you're picking this subclass, you get in this a lot of actions, they called Flourish. You got Slashing, Defensive, and Mobile Flourish, and you can use them with melee and range weapons. So, Defensive Flourish will increase your armor class by 4 if you hit. Crazy stuff. And these flourishes will use your bardic inspiration. Make sure to understand this. So this bard is not so supportive as other bards, because you will use your bardic inspiration in the fight for yourself, not for your teammates. Another flourish is Mobile Flourish. So you can push target up to 6 meters, and you can teleport to the target. And one more Slashing Flourish. With this flourish, you can attack up to 2 enemies at once. And for fighting style, we pick in Dueling. For our spell of choice, we go with Held Person. And just like that, let's go and show you this Bard in the early game. So how we play this Bard in early game? You start today with casting Long Strider on yourself. It won't require you any spell slot because it will be ritual when you're casting it outside of the battle. This will further increase your movement speed. Then you can go and use some Bardic Inspiration, but right now you got only 3 Bardic Inspirations and you probably will use them in a battle. That's why this type of Bard is not most of the time useful to add this 1d6 to attack roll, ability check or saving throw of your allies. So early game strategy will be around these spells. Because creatures will get less HP right now, you can totally put multiple creatures in the sleep most of the time. And you can upcast it up to 2nd level right now to put creatures up to 32 hit points into sleep. Right now we have these imps, they are 6 HP each for a total of 18, so basically we can pick all 3 targets and put them into sleep with 100% chance, just like that. So while you can instantly go and attack them, you don't want to do it. Basically you want to end your turn and then you want to set up your next spell. It will be Fairy Fire or Hold Person depending on who is your target. If you see humanoids, Hold Person is great pick. If you see just basically any creature, you can go with Fairy Fire and just cast Fairy Fire on these creatures. So when they are affected, you will have advantage on attack rolls against them and your allies will have this advantage too. Because we're using double-hand crossbow, we can use our offhand attack to attack other target that is sleeping right now. So we will use this offhand attack with advantage against sleeping target, of course. And right now everyone waking up, so they woke up and we can go and use our flourishes. First of all, they add in additional 1d6 to the damage. That's really cool part. And your combination, like basic combination, will be something like this. If you need to go to your enemy, you definitely can use your mobile flourish. Don't forget, it will push target away. So, goodbye, Mr. Imp. But if target not pushed away and died somewhere in the nowhere, you can use this mobile flourish teleport and teleport to your target. If he's still in range, as you can see, he needs to be in the range. And for my build of choice with weapons and armors for this build, I would go with medium armor, the best armor you can basically find. For example, we got medium armor right now, Gitianki armor, but we can have +2 armor, it will have 17 armor class, and we already will get 19 +2 AC if we get +2 armor, so it will be 21 AC right now. Because I'm using one-hand weapon, rapier, and shield in another hand. So your main idea is to actually start fighting from the range, then come to your targets with these teleport actions, and then continue with different flourishes. Most of the time you will use your defensive flourish. First of all, it's adding damage to your shots, to your hits with the rapier or sword, wherever you're using. And second reason why we're using this stuff, because it will add your armor class up by 4, and +4 armor class makes you almost impossible to hit. So just look at this, we get this advantage because Fairy Fire is still active on this dude. And you will keep your advantage because no one will be able to hit you, no one will be able to put you into sleep because you are half elf, and that's really crazy attacking bard. But wait until we finish our build. And yeah, just in case you face enemies that got protection from these normal attacks, you can use this Psychic Cantrip and Psychic Damage spell, so totally viable to inflict a lot of damage. So bard level 4 gains a lot. We gain additional cantrip, pick wherever you like, we don't care, we get everything we need. We get additional spell from level 2. So for this spell, depending on what you're facing, what your party needs, you can pick Phantasmal Force to get some more damage, magical damage, psychic damage, or you can go with some exploration stuff if needed. For example, like Detect Thoughts, Knock, Feather Fall, Disguise Self if you like to use it, Speak with Animals. So pick what your party needs, because you already got everything you need. But on level 4 we get an additional feat, and for our feat right now we're picking Crossbow Expert, so this feat will let us attack with the crossbow from the melee range, just in case we need it. Next up on level 5 we're getting Cool Future. Now we'll regain this Bardic Inspiration after Short Rest 2, and that's big, because now we can use Short Rest to regain all our Bardic Inspirations that we lost in the combat, and we're getting access to level 3 spells. And for level 3 spell of choice, I will recommend to pick Glyph of Warding. More on that just in a second while we're picking this spell. Level 6 unlocks us extra attacks, so now we can do 2 attacks in 1 turn, and Counter Charm, so when someone trying to charm our allies or frighten our allies, we have this ability to give them advantage on their saving throws. Very nice feature to have in the party. We get additional spell from level 3, and right now we can pick whatever you like. Doesn't matter, we got already everything we need. Next up, Bard level 7 gains Basically additional spell, but now from level 4. And on level 4 I really recommend to pick in freedom of movement, just to be able to cast it on yourself, and you won't be suffering from difficult terrain, and you can't be magically paralyzed or restrained. Very cool future. Being support, semi-support, even like frontlaner support, it's nice to have this ability to like be protected from different stuff. Level 8 gets us additional spell, so strong spells. Actually, what is like good spells right now? Polymorph, very nice to put enemy into sheep form, here to frighten them and let them lose their weapons. Very cool stuff. Or again, you can pick whatever you like. Maybe you still haven't picked this Phantasmal Force, this is still useful, or some exploration stuff like Speak with the Animals. So for our feat of choice, let's don't forget that we are still supportive caster and we need this charisma as high as possible, so we're picking definitely charisma right now. So level 9 gets us additional spells, and now they from level 5. From level 5, best part you can get is Hold Monster. It's same as Hold Person, but right now you don't need to target humanoids, and you can target any person you like, basically any creature. Like that, we're going to level 10. On level 10 we get additional skills as bard, so we can be proficient more in sleight of hand if you want, or any other skill. We get an additional cantrip, we don't care, we get additional spells, and we care, just a little bit. And cool part, so we can pick Greater Restoration, just in case you need this protection from Charm, Petrification, Stun to heal your teammates, or Dominate Person if you like to see a lot of humanoids being dominated and go fight on your side. Most importantly, we're getting these magical secrets, and you can learn a lot of spells over here from different schools of magic. Just because this type of bard is more like combat bard, we don't need a lot of damaging spells. So I would recommend to stick with Misty Step and Haste. Haste is cool spell that will give you additional action in a fight. You would attack a lot more, and Misty Step gives you ability to teleport with your bonus action, just in case you need. But you get this ability to teleport after your flourishes, so Misty Step kinda overkill, and you can go with Mass Healing Ward, so you can continue healing your teammates, and that's like cool pick over here. So we're like still continuing our semi-supportive magic caster with Sword Road. And just like that, let's go to level 11, where we get additional spells. We pick wherever we like, but most important, we pick this Autos Irresistible 10. So not whatever we like this spell. It's like super cool spell. I will show you it in a second. It's like best, it's basically best spell in the game if we talk about controlling spells. So, and last, pick any spell from previous levels. Better stick with spells from level 1, level 2, because you don't have a lot of spell slots. So and last, our last pick of feat. If you're using a lot of concentration spells, you can go with Warcast. But honestly, we can have our armor class so high, so we don't need to care about this concentration too much. So I recommend to go into basic ability improvement, and you can get a lot more charisma, so your spells will be more successful, or just get +2 dexterity, so you will hit more, do more damage, something like this. Another cool feat to get more damage is Savage Attacker. So when you're making your weapon attacks, you're rolling your damage dice twice and using highest result. It's basically increasing your damage from your weapons roll. And just because we will be focusing on Haste, we will do a lot of weapon attacks and we'll do a lot of rolls. But again, most safer choice will be just to get dexterity. And we will be pretty balanced character. So let's show you this character in action. So start of the day, Long Strider on your team and yourself, because you can upcast it and not use any spell slots. Freedom of movement, so difficult terrain won't affect you. And just like that, you're ready to go into the fight. So what is our combinations when we fight? First of all, of course, we can start fight basically with any controlling spell. So there's like Hold Person stuff, and when you use this stuff on this person who is humanoid, if he failed his saving throw, every attack on this person will be critical strike. That's crazy stuff. But this spell requires your concentration. If you're already concentrating on Haste spell, then you get these additional actions. And that's what you want to do as this bard. So first of all, you want to stand in the nice position. So why are we picking this crossbow style? Because first of all, we can use our bonus action for additional attacks. And they always will be nice attacks, no matter we're near the target or not, because we get this crossbow expert feat. So how you want to start your fight when you got this caster, for example? And even if you don't have this Heartstone and you don't want to use hold person, you can start it like this. So first of all, you're using your mobile flourish range and you're standing in nice position. And like if we use flourish melee, you see, we can't attack from nice position. He will be thrown in this direction. We want to throw enemy to other enemies. That's our main idea. So we use this mobile flourish. We push enemy over here. We actually critical strike him, but this doesn't matter. And right now, if he survives, yeah, of course, many enemies will survive. Most of the enemies will do. You can teleport to your target, but before teleporting, without actually using any spell and other stuff, first of all, you get additional attack. Second of all, you get additional action. So you can use your second attack, your basic attack, and don't forget to turn this stuff off. So you won't use your bonus action right now if you need it later. So you can use your secondary attack first, then you still get your action. And because enemies now nearby, you use this glyph of warding, you always upcast it, and you can upcast it to the best level possible, so it will do crazy damage. And just pick best possible damage that enemies don't have resistance to. So this guy don't have any resistance, we can do whatever damage we like, so we can definitely pick basically cold damage, upcast it to level 6, this will do from 8 to 64 cold damage like that. So we made this trap and we're making crazy attack on these dudes. Then we teleport into them, of course, and we still get more attacks, and we can use attack from our offhand crossbow on this dude, for example, and we can use melee flourish, defensive flourish on other dude. And just like that, you will stay with like around like 25 AC if you hit your target, and that's crazy. It's like crazy stuff. And yeah, your defensive flourish is now adding 1d10 damage. 1d10 damage to every attack you make. And that's crazy. So yeah, 25 AC after defensive flourish, really cool stuff. And that's basically strategy for this type of Bard, Bard College of Swords. And that's why I really enjoy this style with one-handed weapon that will inflict bonus damage because we get this dueling fighting style, and with double range crossbow, so we can utilize our bonus section, because most of the time you will get any other healers than Bard. So you will have nice healers in your party, maybe cleric or other guys who can heal themselves. So always using bonus action to heal your teammates is not necessary as Bard, in my opinion. You totally can do it, but most of the time you really will be happy to stand in front of enemies, and even in front of enemies you will use your offhand crossbow attack to inflict pretty nice damage. And basically you can enter combat like this. Shoot from one crossbow, shoot from second crossbow, one more strike, and one more strike, and offhand strike, just like that. Destroy everyone. And then go use your flourishes. And again, greatest spells. Hold monster, you're basically holding monster, and this monster won't be able to do anything, and you will have all attacks critical strike on him. But make sure, when you want to hold person, hold monster, or use autos irresistible dance, first of all you need to turn off haste and lose one turn. Don't forget this stuff. And best way to do it, of course, to use defensive flourish first. So when you do it, you get your bonus armor, then basically you can lose all your attacks, and then just skip a turn. If you do it like that, you're basically not losing too much time, because this condition ends pretty fast. And now you can do your stuff. So for example, we can use hold monster on this dude, and it's like really best spell in the game to control enemies. As you can see, we just hold him, and we can attack him with our offhand crossbow on the same turn. Most importantly, don't forget this stuff, making all attacks hit 100% chance. So if you see like 80% chance, don't attack, just come nearby and see this 100% chance to hit. Then you attack, and you're making your critical hit. And while he is in this shape, you definitely want to use your flourishes to make as much damage as possible. So that will be our first attack, and we can use this flourish one more time, just like that. And of course we can teleport to our target, don't forget it, and use our offhand weapon attack, just like that. Too much critical hits on this poor soul. And coolest part, of course, we're rolling additional damage from our flourishes too. So as you can see, we're rolling 2d6 from our crossbow, plus 4 dexterity, and plus 2d10s from our flourish. That's really crazy stuff. And yeah, don't forget autos irresistible dance, because it's 100% hit chance spell. So it's 100% chance to hit this dude with the spell, then you can go back and basically attack with advantage. And if he succeeds on saving throws, that he saved. If he not succeeds, whole party can attack him with advantage while he just dancing, just like that, with really big advantage. So, I think it looks cool, it's funny, and really interesting playstyle to go for. I hope you will enjoy playing it in your walkthrough and have a lot of nice time doing these flourishes and other bardic stuff. Watch other cool videos on the screen right now, guys, and see you in the next videos.